Hey guys, welcome back to another Python beginner challenge. If you have been following along, awesome, because you are building real programming muscles already. And if you're new here, don't worry, you're gonna love this. And today's exercise is super practical. We are going to write a small Python program that converts Fahrenheit to Celsius. Yeah, just like what weather apps do. So we'll follow a simple flowchart using Python's, input function and apply little math magic to make it all work. So let's dive right in. So here is what our flowchart says. You have to start and read the values F, which stands for Fahrenheit, and use the formula 5 by 9 and then multiply it with F minus 32 and display the Celsius value. And that's the end. So it's literally 3 lines of code, but don't let that fool you. There's a lot to learn from it. All right, first we need to ask user to enter the temperature in Fahrenheit. So now remember when we use input in Python, it returns the value as a string, right? So first let's take Fahrenheit equal to input. Enter temperature in Fahrenheit. So whenever we use input in Python, it returns the value as a string, and we can't subtract numbers from strings. So Python will yell at us when we do that. So we need to convert that string to float like this. You just have to do float here, and it's a method kind of. Just give it. Now the other user can type something like 98.6 or 32 or even minus 40, and we are good to go. It will take it as a float. And now let's work on applying the conversion formula. So this is the cool part because it's the formula. And here is the standard formula to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, which is C equal to F minus 32 into 5 by 9. So this is the actual formula, but we have to give Fahrenheit here because that's what we declared as a variable. So instead of, let's give a variable name, which is Celsius. So this is the standard formula. And remember to use parentheses here because just like in real math, Python needs to subtract, minus 32 from Fahrenheit before multiplying it by 5 by 9. So order always matters. So now let's display the output. You just have to do print. Let's use F strings. Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit, degrees. But I just copied it from the web. So you can do the same thing. So F is equal to we are going to give Celsius and we need this in decimals, so point 2 F. And again we need this symbol, so degrees. And that's it. So this little point 2F inside the F string that tells Python to round the Celsius value to 2 decimal places. So instead of showing 36.6666, it will just show 36.67. Much cleaner, right? All right, here is the final working program. Let me just close all these things. So Fahrenheit, and we have given input here and we convert to float and we have applied formula here and we just printed using F strings. So let's run this first. Like for example, if you're giving any 40 Fahrenheit, so 40 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 4.44 degrees, and I just have to give some space here. That's where I mess up. Let's try again. This time let's give 80 degrees Fahrenheit. 80 degrees is equal to 26.67 degrees Celsius. So this is how it will work. Let me just give you a few bonus tips, especially if you're just starting out. Because always convert user input when you're doing calculations. In all the exercises, we follow the same. And also double check the formulas. Even one small typo can mess up the entire result. Though the program works, because of the logic, you might not get the expected output. And always try to use F strings for cleaner output and formatting. And don't overthink small problems. Break each and everything into steps like we did here. And honestly, this is how real programmers work every day. And that's it for exercise 4, which is short, useful, and a perfect way to practice your Python skills. And if you have found this helpful, give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. In the next one, we'll take things a step further with new logic and challenges, and can't wait to see you there. Thanks for learning with me. Happy coding. See you in the next one.